Hello, Maria. It is so good to see you today. How are you?
I'm all right. There's been some better days, some worse days, but today's been, I guess, okay.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're feeling kind of right in the middle today. Well, I really appreciate you joining me again. We are moving right along with your treatment plan. So today, I would like to introduce a new technique. It is called scaling, and it's part of our solutions-focused brief therapy tactics. And the overall goal today is just to kind of get a better sense of you know exactly what you're feeling, how big it is, how small it is. Like you said, today you're kind of feeling in the middle. So I'd like to really find a big problem that's causing us some stress or some anxiety today, and see if we can work together to find a small step forward from here. Does that sound okay with you?
Yeah, it seems like I have a lot of those, honestly. So, I mean, I feel like it would be easy to choose from one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I know with your very busy schedule and school and work demands and caregiving, you know, I can only imagine how stressful and busy your schedule is. So I'm hoping today can give us one small step in the right direction. Um, so I'd like to start with asking you, and maybe this will kind of help to narrow our focus today. Um, if let's say there's some miracle that happens tonight, you go to bed and while you're sleeping, there is this miracle that happens that when you wake up tomorrow, things are good, things are better. Um,
It's amazing.
yeah, it would be amazing, right?
Yeah.
Um, what do you think would be different in your life tomorrow morning if this miracle happened? What would have changed that you know things are better?
Oh man, I don't even know where to start. I mean, there's a lot of things that could be changed to be better, but I feel like I'm just like really struggling with my routine right now. I just feel like I have no sense of time and my like lack of time management. I just feel like there should be like 48 hours within a day because I'm just like there's just not enough time to do everything that I need to do. And I feel like at the end of the day, I kind of have to pick and choose between like what's most important over the other. And I feel like that's just not how life should be. I feel like I should just be able to manage everything, kind of, I don't know, do a little bit of everything, but I want to do everything. So honestly, probably just waking up tomorrow and having a schedule that just works perfectly for me. And I feel like that would be like my miracle, like finding my groove, I guess.
Gotcha. Okay, so it sounds like you definitely put a lot of pressure on yourself to be successful in your time management,
Of
and
course.
you have a lot of demands on your plate. And so your miracle would look like you wake up tomorrow and maybe you feel a little less overwhelmed. It sounds like you're feeling kind of overwhelmed with everything. Would
Yeah.
that be the case? You're feeling overwhelmed with your schedule, and you would know the miracle happened if that feeling was less and you were able to get more done throughout the day.
Yeah, I mean, if I woke up tomorrow and I wasn't overwhelmed and I just had like my groove going, like I just had a schedule that worked for me and I felt accomplished at the end of the day, that would be my miracle because like right now I just feel like not enough. I feel like a failure. Like I feel like I can't get everything done and it's just like weighs heavily on me because I feel like I put a lot of time into family, which in return is like affecting my grades. And so I feel like a nice happy balance would be and the elimination of overwhelming stress would be my miracle.
Yeah, yeah, that would definitely be nice. I hope we can take a step to get a little bit closer to that today. And I know from previous sessions together, it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like one of the biggest contributing factor to that feeling of overwhelmed, just feeling like you're not able to manage your time, or something that just gets pushed to the wayside is your schoolwork. Coming into our sessions together, that was kind of our biggest drive, was feeling and noticing our classes and our grades kind of slipping, and assignments getting put to the wayside for all of your other responsibilities. So I'd like to ask, on a scale of 1 to 100, let's say one, it's not affecting you at all, you're going about your life day to day just fine, versus 100, this is like the biggest problem in the world. It just is completely unmanageable. Where would you put yourself on that scale in terms of how you feel, your distress and your anxiety when it comes to assignments?
I don't know, that's tough because I mean, like I said, there's good days and there's bad days, but I feel like generally I'm probably like at like a 70 or 80. It's like pretty intense, but it's not like the world's burning, the end of the world, like, I mean, I'm managing, I'm obviously like seeking help, seeking, trying to figure it out. So I think it's not as intense, but I do think that it's affecting my life quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, between 70 and 80, that's still pretty high. That tells me that you're definitely feeling a lot of stress. This is a pretty big issue in your life. Um, but like you said, we're not at 100. You're still managing to get some assignments done. You're reaching out for help. You're being proactive about it. So you're at a between a 70 and 80 right now. So my
Yeah.
next question would be, what's one thing that feels manageable? And let's try to break it down to be really bite-sized, something you feel really confident you can be successful at. But one small step that you could make to get that number down, maybe to a between a 60 and a 70.
I don't know. I feel like one thing I like really struggle with is just like putting the time aside for like assignments and stuff because like I'm constantly taking care of like my siblings and my parents and honestly just like being the house like ruler or manager in a sense, like honestly just doing everything that I possibly can and working part-time. So, I mean, maybe just like setting aside time, I don't know, like 2 hours every single day. Like I don't honestly see if that's manageable or not. I don't know if it is, but I guess like if I had to guess, like setting aside like 2 hours at home or at the library every day to work on like assignments, give myself like that quiet time, dedicated time to school.
Yeah, for sure. So setting aside some scheduled time for homework, it sounds like. Now, you mentioned maybe trying to do that every day. And just based off of our conversations we've had so far, how much you have on your plate, I think that it might be really challenging, right? To set aside that much time every day.
Yeah, because I
Um,
mean, some days I work my part-time job and I just like on those specific days, there's just like no way in heck that I would be able to set aside time, even if it's like 30 minutes. Like I don't even think I would be able to do that. So probably not every day.
okay. Yeah, that's fair. So what do you think, what would be a more reasonable expectation, do you think, or what feels more manageable?
I guess instead of doing like every day, maybe doing like once or twice a week. I typically get like 3 days off that I don't work and throughout the week. And so I feel like maybe having like 1 or 2 days to myself and or 1 to 2 days dedicated to homework. So it's like not every single day that I don't work. I mean, I feel like maybe that would be like more manageable. So instead of doing like every day, doing 1 to 2 days a week.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds like a really great goal. And I think that in this next week, maybe let's try that out and let's check in on where you're at next week. But for now, thank you so much for setting this goal for me. I appreciate your time and I look forward to checking back next week.